What's up, YouTube? Alyssa here. If your New Year's resolution usually fades by February, this video is for you. I have been like you year in, year out, but I have found something that has allowed me to meet all my goals and more by doing what I'm about to tell you. First, let's go into why do most New Year's resolutions fail. We give ourselves way too much time. A whole year feels extremely abstract. It's hard to plan. You think you have more time than you actually do, and then the end of the year sneaks up on you, which is what causes procrastination because you think you have more time than you actually do. We rely on a sense of motivation instead of a direct system. The energy we have in January ends up fading, but the goal remains the same. This is where the 12-week year comes in. The 12-week year completely reframes your thought process. Instead of having a 12 months to do something, you now have 12 weeks. A week is now a month, a day is now a week. So now you are motivated and you have a shorter goal and your horizon is a lot closer than you realize. So in this program, you create clear goals, weekly execution, regular check-ins, and these allow you to create urgency without pressure. And the main focus of the 12-week year is that it's not about what's doing more, it's about doing what matters. The 12-week year works better for a few reasons. The shorter time frame equals more focus. You can actually see progress. You are a lot less overwhelmed. And my favorite part is that you get 4 chances to reset just in case you didn't do well the first 12 weeks. No problem. You get to just reset in the next 12 weeks, and you don't have to wait a whole 12 months till January just to start over and become the best version of yourself. I really like the program because it fits into all schedules, busy life, and all. So this is how you turn a New Year's resolution into the 12-week year program. Instead of saying, I want to get healthier, you will then say, I want to work out 4 times a week to become healthier. Then you're going to choose what action steps you can do to get that. That could be taking walks 4 times a week, going to do weight training. You can even consider getting a dietitian. You can even consider getting a personal trainer to keep you accountable, or working out with your friend group, but just creating a more direct plan and executing it. So the biggest thing is make sure it's specific, make sure you are talking about it in measures, and focus on actions and not outcomes. Because when you do that, you will get the outcome. When you are consistently doing the action, you will see results. I think a lot of times we fail with New Year's resolutions because we pick way too many of them. So with the 12-week year, you're going to pick no more than 3 max priorities. So choose the things that actually matter to you right now, and then go ahead and make those your top 3 priorities. So ask yourself this question: if I only accomplish this one thing in 12 weeks, would it move my life forward? If the answer is yes, then that is probably one of the things that you should choose as your priority. So then you're going to create each goal into weekly commitments. So for me personally, I want to grow my YouTube to 1,000 subscribers on this channel in 12 weeks. So what are some action steps that's going to look like for me? So that means posting a YouTube video every week, posting 4 shorts, and then going back and seeing my analytics to make sure that I am catering towards my right audience. So that could be an example for you. So if you don't care about creating a YouTube channel and you want to do workout, let's do that as an example. So your goal is to, say, lose 10 pounds in 12 weeks. What are some action steps that you can do weekly to achieve that goal? You can say, 1, my goal is to work out 4 times a week, whatever that may look like for you. Goal 2, have a caloric deficit of 800 calories, 1,000 calories, and then you're making sure that you're doing that on a daily basis. And then you can make sure that you are drinking half a gallon of water every day. Those can be your 3 things to help you reach your goal by the end of the 12 weeks. And the biggest thing is you're not going to always wake up motivated. It's just regardless of how you feel, you have to stick to your plan. Even if you're not in the mood, you say, I have a goal and I need to reach it. And because you only have 12 weeks to do it, it's a lot more sense of urgency. A big thing to help you stay accountable is doing weekly check-ins. What worked? What didn't? What needs adjusting? No guilt, no shame, just the data points of what you need to see where your progress is going. And consistency beats perfection. Make sure you're building in time for grace and flexibility. Even though every day is a week, and I say every week is a month, as you can tell, if every day was a week and every week is a month, there's a few extra buffer days. So I say if those days, I actually plan that at the end of my week. So I go really hard on Monday, Tuesday, and I have a little less work to do on Wednesday, and then my schedule's pretty clear for Thursday and Friday, and I leave those days open for just in case I'm not feeling well, something came up with work, something came up in my personal life, and I didn't get to complete everything that's a part of my action steps. I have buffer days to go ahead and complete those. So you have to have a mind shift. You have to stop asking yourself, do I feel like it? And you have to start asking yourself, what does my plan say? So this morning, I did not feel like getting dressed, doing my hair, putting on makeup. I did not feel like making content today, but that's how I felt. And I was like, well, my plan says this, and I have to go ahead and make sure that I get this done. And now that I'm physically doing it, I now gain the motivation. So sometimes you have to have a brain shift, do what you don't feel like doing, and then as you're doing it, you will actually start to feel that motivation. You are building an identity, not chasing motivation. When you start to keep the promises that you made to yourself, you will actually start to see yourself become the person that you are dreaming to be. So I challenge you, if the 12-week year sounds a little bit overwhelming, just choose one thing. If that thing for you is work on self-care, then that could be your thing where you're like, every Sunday I'm going to take a bubble bath, and every Tuesday and Friday I'm going to do a face mask, and you complete that for 12 weeks straight, you're going to feel different. Make sure that you are planning out a vision. This doesn't really work if you don't have a vision, because you need your goal to connect with your life plan. So I'm going to show you guys something that you can do that can kind of make your 12-week year come together, but also keep you motivated. Here's something that is going to help me stick to my 12-year as well as my life vision. So I made this board, and I encourage you to read the 12-week year. I will go ahead and put it in here because there's only so much I can share in this book, from this book, in one video. But this is what I'm doing to help me. So they suggest that you create a life vision and plan. And so I created my life vision right here. And it talks about personal growth, career and business, health and wellness, relationships, finances, fun and recreation, well-being, and your legacy. So right here in this board, I have my life vision to look at every single day. And I challenge you to stay motivated to look at this board every single day and actually read it. Just take 5 to 10 minutes a day to look at your vision board. Your vision board could be a sheet of copy paper in front of a binder. It could be as small or as big as it needs to be, but just something to remind you on the days where you don't feel like doing whatever your goals are, why you're doing it. So I have my life vision here, and this is what I plan to accomplish in the 12 weeks. This is for when the 12 weeks are up, and I just go ahead and review this. And then these, I just made a bunch of pictures about stuff that I'm working on. And when I'm done, if I've completed it, I can just remove it and add a new picture. So I do like having the Velcro on there. You don't have to do that. You can glue it. But this allows me to continue to reuse the board and move some of these goals all throughout. Then you're going to plan out each week. So I started filling them out, and then I realized that every week is going to be different, and I can't foresee how certain weeks are going to go. So I suggest you leave these blank. And so I did week 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to the 12. You are supposed to fill out what the week is, what your focus is that week, your action steps, the date that you plan on completing it, and then if you actually completed it, then you're going to use some habits, and then you circle in the dots to see if you completed those habits. You have your wins, your challenges, and your next steps. And by going through this, you are keeping yourself accountable. You are able to see what worked and what didn't work, and what you can change for the next week and what you should keep. So I encourage you not only to make a vision board for you to see your vision and make it plain, but also to find things that you want for your life and go ahead and chase after it. I would love to know what some of your 12-week goals would be, so just go ahead and comment that down below. Save this video for a weekly reset just to remind you to keep going, and go ahead and subscribe for weekly motivation and accountability. If you got nothing else in this video, I want you to stop trying to change your life in 1 year and change it in 12 weeks. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next week.